earthquake in Colombia. The death toll, more than 160 people, and expected to rise. At least 3,000 people are missing, many of them trapped under debris. Soldiers, rescue personnel, and families are picking through the rubble. Existing home sales fell in July as many prospective buyers stayed home. This is ABC News. President Trump is getting pushback from doctors who say his executive order cutting the number of recommended childhood vaccines from 18 to 11 is reckless. They're also speaking out against another plan, splitting the measles, mumps, and rubella or whooping cough vaccine into 3 separate shots. Here's ABC's Mary Bruce.
The president and HHS Secretary Kennedy, a longtime vaccine skeptic, continue to claim without scientific evidence that vaccines are tied to autism and are arguing that breaking up these vaccines will somehow make them safer, even though decades of scientific studies show there is no link between vaccines and autism.
Primary elections are taking place in 6 states today. In the Minnesota governor's race, the My Pillow guy, Mike Lindell, who's being sued for repeating unfounded theories about President Trump's 2020 election loss, leads a crowded Republican primary. And in Wisconsin, Democratic Socialist Francesca Hong is ahead in most polls in the Democrat race for governor there. Sherry Preston, ABC News.
Progressive knows when it's 3 a.m. and you can't sleep, your mind starts racing, asking the big questions.
Why doesn't glue stick to the inside of the bottle? How come you never see baby pigeons? Am I breathing weird right now, or have I always breathed like this?
Progressive can't help with those questions. But if the question keeping you up at night is about your insurance, rest assured, we're here online when you need us, 24/7, 365.
But seriously, where are all the baby pigeons?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states or situations.
O'Reilly. Check engine, ABS, or maintenance light on? Take the guesswork out of your warning lights with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free and provides a report with solutions verified by ASE-certified master technicians. And if you need help, we could recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Your ABC News weather forecast being brought to you this hour by Board Depew Realty.
You work hard for your money, and lately the cost of everything has soared, making some of those dreams and goals even harder to reach. And at Board Depew Realty, we realize that. We understand that buying a house can be financially stressful, especially with all the hurdles lenders require. That's where we come in. With our small staff of 4, we offer you over 100 years of combined experience. We work as a group to get you closed and in your home quickly. We'll find creative ways when others may have given up to make your dream a reality. But most importantly, we remain your friend after the sale is complete. We'll continue to help you long after the deal is closed. And that is what we take pride in. It's more than just a job to us at Board Depew Realty. It's a job that we love, and we love the people who allow us into their lives. Buying or selling a home can be stressful, but not if you let Board Depew guide you. You work hard for your money, and how you spend it matters.
Hello, America. Let me thank you for your time.
Board Depew Realty, serving you since 1958. 304-927-3250.
Mountain Country weather.
Taking a look at your Mountain Country AccuWeather forecast, there is a flood watch in effect for our listening area until Friday morning at about 8 o'clock. Severe thunderstorms throughout the day today with passing rain, highs in the mid-80s. Continued rain and thunderstorms tonight, a low of 70 degrees. Wednesday, scattered rain showers with a high in the mid-60s. Thursday, continuing rain showers, highs in the mid-80s. And Friday, scattered showers with highs in the mid-80s. Currently on the hill, 77 degrees. And that's a look at your weather forecast brought to you by Board Depew Realty.
Today's best country and all-time favorites. Mountain Country 104.7.
Hey, and welcome to the 11 o'clock hour here at the radio station at WVRC. My name is Drew, filling in for Wake Up with Will. And normally, when I fill in, it means that I have a guest in studio, which I do have today. And I will say that the studio has taken a real uptick in beauty, number one, with my guest. Probably with brains, too. If you know who we are, we have a collective IQ of about 60. We're very happy, though, to be joined by a very special guest in studio and newly crowned West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Queen, Miss Natalie Mertz. Natalie, thank you for joining me.
I'm so excited to be here.
I'm looking forward to talking to you. I owe you one, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So remind me again, what... I was supposed to interview you for something.
Yes, it was so last year I was Golden Delicious, Clay County Golden Delicious Queen, and you said that you were going to interview me at the Black Walnut Festival, and then, shoot, I don't even remember what ended up happening, but you were like, it's okay, I'll make it up to you, I promise. And I said, okay, I trust you. So.
Well, yeah, and then I found out that you were going to enter this West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. I kind of assumed that you would, but you never know. I mean, your schedule may be not cohesive to it. But after talking with you, you said that this was like the number one festival you wanted to be a part of.
Yes. I mean, so... in 2024, that was my first pageant ever, and I entered the Black Walnut Teen Pageant, and that was kind of just like spur of the moment. I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I just wanted to try something new, and I immediately, like, the community that, you know, Spencer has in general, but also Leslie White is the director, and she does such a good job with everything. I had the best year ever, and after that, I just knew that I wanted to relive this all again because it was the best experience, and it's just super exciting.
So you entered your first, and you won a crown.
Yes, yes.
Then you entered the Golden Delicious Festival.
Yeah.
And you won a crown.
Yes.
And then you enter the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival.
Yes.
And you win a crown. Have you not won a crown?
Well, so...
Sorry.
I've been very fortunate, but I competed at the Association of Fairs and Festivals pageant in January last year, and I was so happy. I made top 15, which was a huge accomplishment for me. There were I think there were 93 girls that did it last year, so it's huge. But I went there, and that was just the best time ever. I cannot wait to go back. Yeah. And then this summer I did the Ripley 4th of July pageant, which was a lot of fun, and I was so happy that Emma Sloan won because we have been friends for a long time and we danced together, so she's done a great job with that. But yeah, so I guess in total,
so you're not at 100%.
No, not 100%. Nobody is, but
I don't know. I only count the victories.
Okay.
We're talking with West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Queen, newly elected Queen, Natalie Mertz. So here's the cool thing, Natalie. As you said, your first pageant was the Black Walnut Festival in the teen competition. So not only do you know about the Black Walnut Festival being a Roane County in any way, but now you already know it from the side of working that pageant and being somebody who's representing the festival as a teen queen, but now you get to do it as the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Queen. How important was that first amount of knowledge that you gained from that first stint as the teen queen?
Well, what I will say is Sophia Weigel was my queen that year, and Sophia is just one of the most amazing people that I've ever met in my entire life. She gave me a fantastic first experience at just being her teen. Like, I really found a good friend in her, and then she went on. I went to the Fairs and Festivals pageant whenever she won that title, and that was like so crazy. I remember just crying because I was so proud of her, and she's just such an amazing person. So I would say she definitely had a huge role in like paving the road for me and just kind of fostering the passion that I have for pageantry now. And then also, I mean, just growing up here, I've always had a huge passion for the festival. It's where so many things, so many memories that always come back. I remember in preschool, I rode through the parade with my preschool class dressed as a clown, and then my great-grandfather always came in from Pennsylvania, and we'd go to the car show together. There's just so many amazing things that are associated with this festival, so I'm just very happy to be able to represent it now.
And it's always fun to, I guess, represent any festival, but to be able to do it with your hometown is even cooler to do. So you're going to be quite busy now as the queen. It isn't just you won the pageant and then you represent yourself during the festival.
Yeah.
You've got a full year of things that are going on. Tell me about the schedule that you're going to be keeping up for the next 365 days.
Yeah. So as you said, I attend every day at the festival, which I'm super stoked for. But then I go on to the pageant in January, and so that will be, let's see, probably 4 days long. It's very long, so a lot of preparation goes into attending that. But I'm so excited because there's so many amazing girls that I've met just from going last year, and I'm just excited to see new faces and see what that brings me. But I'm also growing up in Spencer. Whenever I was little, I remember I walked through town pretty much maybe like 3 times a week with my grandpa.
Okay.
Literally any time that I see somebody in town that I haven't seen in a while, they're like, "Oh, the last time I saw you, you were walking through town with your grandpa." And I'm like, yeah. But I would go to all these small businesses in town, and those like relationships that I built with people have really lasted me throughout my entire life. So that's one of the first things that I am planning to do, is do a small highlight on local businesses and local people, and just kind of put that out there, because social media is just a really good tool nowadays. But
yes,
that's definitely the main thing that I want to be able to highlight is our community here in Spencer.
So yeah, every queen has some sort of project that they take on, and so that's a neat thing that you have. And of course, your dad's a business owner in town, which is a cool thing. He's got some buddies that are business owners too, by the way. A bunch of us knuckleheads that stuck around. Again, we're talking with Black Walnut Festival queen Natalie Mertz. When you were growing up, were you ever because you have to be up in front of people?
Yeah.
You have to be well-spoken. Is that something that you knew you could do when you entered pageants, or is that something that you have fostered since you've been in pageants?
I would say it's a little bit of both. I have always been a very outgoing person ever since I was a kid, but public speaking is one of the number one fears that people face. And I did have I was very afraid to go into my first pageant in some ways, but just kind of being able to push myself to do that, the only way to really overcome that fear is exposure therapy.
Yeah.
So I would say that that's something that has definitely come from my experience throughout the years of pageantry, and just kind of being able to put myself out there, because that's really the only thing that you can do to help yourself get better.
And you're not a stranger to performance, right? You mentioned that you and Emma were in dance class many times together. You also played a big part in a recent mock drill.
Oh my gosh, yes.
For the EMS and 911 and this whole big thing that was put together. Tell me about that. Tell me about how you got involved with that. And this is acting or performing in that realm something that you've been interested in?
Well, for sure. And I would say that just dance in general was a huge good step towards pageantry.
Mm-hmm.
So I entered dance when I was about 6 years old, and I've been dancing pretty much ever since. But I have loved dance so much. It's a good way I feel like I can express myself through that. And I've met a lot of really good friends through it. And then I recently started competition dance. So
really?
I have gone to different schools in West Virginia, and we do our competitions there. That's a lot of fun. As for the mock drill...
This was incredible, by the way.
This was definitely one of the most interesting things I've ever been involved in. Now, I will say I didn't really have a huge part in it.
No. You had a massive part because you had to lay there the whole time.
Well, and for anybody who doesn't know, the Roane County High School did a mock DUI drill right before prom to kind of show what could happen potentially if you drink and drive. And I think it was a really powerful thing that happened. Just being a part of it, I remember my good friend Nola Parsons was in the back seat, and her acting was impeccable. I mean, even the EMS workers were saying they could feel it.
Yeah.
And I felt it just being there. It was kind of terrifying, honestly. And
you get caught up in the moment.
Yes, you do. And I was laying there, and I was honestly about to cry. I knew that it was all fake, but I was like, this is so scary. So, I mean, everybody we went to prom and we had a good night and everybody was okay. So I like to think that maybe that helped a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was something that was very fun to be involved with. So now, anytime that somebody asks for a fun fact about me, I tell them that I was in the back of a hearse, zipped up in a body bag.
Yeah, so there's a couple things to that, too. Again, we're talking with West Virginia Black Walnut Festival queen, Natalie Mertz. And again, she is multi-talented, obviously. Just the preparation for that event where you guys had to get all the fake blood, and they really went deep in it. To even get you half in and half out of the vehicle you were in was just a crazy scene to watch. And
sure.
so it was really an interesting thing to see, and you guys did a fantastic job with that. I just thought that's such a neat thing, and I didn't know if you were somebody who liked to do plays and stuff like that, or if this was just a one-off for you when it came to that.
I guess for acting, maybe. I'm not a very experienced actor or anything, but I can lay still, so.
Well, let's just say you do have many, many different talents, Natalie. And again, one of those is your professionalism, your ability to speak in public, and your ability to perform on stage in big moments. Obviously, you've won 3 different crowns, and it's a big deal for you. Let's not go too far ahead for you, but I do want to ask you, you're getting to the time when you're going to need to think about the next step for you. What do you have plans for your future? And again, that's a loaded question for a kid,
Yeah.
But do you have any ideas about what you're wanting to do?
Of course. And as you said, I am still young, so nothing is solidified yet, but I have a huge interest in law right now. So I'm actually interning with a law office, and I plan to co-op my senior year with that. And I'm also still exploring some options as far as college goes. I want to go and visit some of those, but law is definitely a really big passion for me. So I'm excited to get into that. I've really enjoyed my internship. It showed me a lot of different things just about the profession in general. So yeah.
So you're getting close. It's almost time for Black Walnut Festival. I know you're looking forward to that, but I wanted to, you always have an opportunity to talk to the younger kids when it comes to this stuff and comes to festivals. You mentioned you didn't really know what to expect when you started doing pageants. Suppose there's a young lady out there who's thinking about it. Do you have any advice for any younger girls who are thinking about this or maybe not thinking about it, and then they may meet you and then they may talk about that?
Oh, I absolutely, I remember not really knowing if I'd be interested or not, but then I went to the pageant one year and just experienced it, and I was like, this looks like a lot of fun. I mean, if you like dressing up and you think it would be fun, I would say absolutely just go for it, because there's never going to be a time that you feel fully prepared. I know for a fact I never feel fully prepared, so you kind of just have to push yourself out there. But I will say there are a lot of people that have really helped me getting into pageantry. I know whenever I was teen, Ashlyn Donahue, she's from Ripley, I borrowed actually all of my wardrobe for that pageant was from her. So I borrowed all of that from her, and that was like a huge help, because pageants can get expensive.
Yeah.
They can get expensive quick. So that's definitely another thing, is borrowing, because that has been such a useful tool for me. Also, Ella Wilson, I borrowed a lot of things from her. Or even, I go to Common Sense sometimes, and I have found a lot of good clothes there. They have had a lot of good options for me and affordable. And then also the Antique Mall. I've stopped by there and found some dresses. So if you want to get into pageantry, I would say borrowing and getting your dresses from thrift stores or anything like that can be a huge tool to help you kind of succeed in that and be able to find better options.
It gives you a chance to be involved with it at a lesser cost.
And I would say, for me, it's kind of felt a little bit meaningful too, because I feel like I have somebody there with me, or even just a piece of my hometown with me, because I'm just bringing it from there.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So you're busy.
Busy.
It's about to be busier. I tell you what, it's always fun when the West Virginia Black Walnut Festival is represented by a hometown girl. We've had that a few times in the past, and Natalie Mertz, you are the latest and the greatest West Virginia Black Walnut Festival. Great. I say that because, you and I know each other, and we are allowed to rib each other. Listen, I will get an interview with you during the Black Walnut Festival. I'm gonna be set up the same place I always am, and I'm gonna tell Leslie White that she has to bring you over.
Okay, sounds like
she has to.
Sounds like a deal.
Natalie Mertz, West Virginia Black Walnut Festival Queen, thank you for your time. I know it's very limited. You're a busy human being, but congratulations. I know this one meant a lot to you, and I know a lot of people around you were really excited when you got crowned the Queen of the Black Walnut Festival. Natalie Mertz, thank you very, very much.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Loving to have Natalie Mertz in studio here. Well, she's going to leave, and it's about to get dumber, folks, so let's play some music.